Hey, y'all. I got a sweet letter from Nicole Craver. She said, I just loved watching your cooking show on television. And I cook a lot of your recipes in my kitchen. My husband actually took me to our restaurant in Pigeon Forge. And she said it was just phenomenal. And she was just amazed, just sitting there and looking around saying, I'm really eating in a Paula Deen restaurant. That's very sweet, Nicole. Thank you so much. And Nicole goes on to ask me if I would have a recipe for strawberry trifle. So we look back, I got so many recipes that are rattling around in my head, I can't hardly keep up with them. Well, sure enough, we found the strawberry trifle, and it really names all the things you could remember that your grandmother put in her strawberry trifle. So I think this is what you're looking for, Nicole. Your grandmother passed a few years ago, and you said you never got the recipe. And that's what I want to encourage all of y'all that has the older family members in it. Get all you can from them. Because we don't want those recipes to leave us forever. So I'm going to help you out, Nicole. And if you're celebrating Labor Day, this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful recipe for that holiday. So I'm going to start with sugar. Let me see if I can read it off in case you have trouble finding the ingredients. I've got them right here. All right, we've got the one large angel food cake sitting around here somewhere. 1 8-ounce package of softened cream cheese. 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. And 1 12-ounce container of thawed frozen whipped topping. Now that's where across the board, I prefer fresh whipped cream. So that's what we've done. We have whipped and sweetened some heavy whipping cream, and I'll use that in the place. But if you like the frozen, by all means use it. I've got a cup of sugar that I just put in my saucepan. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of a strawberry gelatin. And to that, I'm going to add 1 cup of water. All right, I just want to get my little whisk out and whisk it up because the cornstarch can be a little lumpy. So to our ingredients right here, we're going to add 1 cup of water. So if you're writing these down as we go, Nicole, you know that there's a link to the actual measurements on our recipe. So if you don't get it all, just go to the link. And we're going to need about 2 cups of fresh strawberries. And depending on how big they are, cut them accordingly to the way you think you like them, like a bite size. So we're going to bring this to a bowl. And that'll take a minute or 2. All right, we've got our gelatin, our sugar, and our cornstarch in our pot. And looks like a little piece of fresh thyme that I've been using in some recipes. So we're just going to heat this and stir it until it's thick. And then we have to cool it completely. So when I get that far along, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and I'm going to chill it so we can move on with this recipe. Now I'm going to slice this horizontally. And I'm going to use my watermelon knife because you really need to use a serrated knife. So I'm going to try to mark this in what I feel like will be 3 maybe equal layers. And I'm going to go ahead, let's see, I'm going to set that to the side for a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and put our bottom layer in our bowl. And I'm going to dig out what was stuck to the pan. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and slice this other one so that I'll have 3 pieces. But I don't need those yet, so I'm going to just put them over there. All right, so now we're going to beat our cream cheese. I do love the spatula. I don't know what I did with it.
That's right. It's right here.
Oh, okay. Thank you. A couple over here. All right, so that was nice and soft, so some got left in the container. And you know my story, and I'm sticking to it, honey. Nice and soft. This condensed milk is going to need some help. Little encouragement. This is thick. I've seen it where it was not quite this thick before. So they got this good and cooked. All right, Teresa did my fresh cream for me, and she said she measured out 12 ounces because that's what this particular recipe calls for. You getting all this down, Nicole? Okay, now we're just gonna fold that in. All right, Nicole Craver. We are fixing to finish this up, and I hope you love it as much as your memory serves you. You know, they say sometimes the memory is better than the actual thing. And I think that's kind of true, you know, because the memories usually surround people that you love. Mm-hmm. Okay, Teresa didn't think I was going to be able to get those strawberries in there. All right. Ooh. All right, so remember I cut our angel food cake into, I don't like that spoon. I'm afraid I'm going to lose control. Like sometimes I normally do. All right, so we're doing this in layers. And let's get a strawberry in the center down there. All right, now put a layer of the custard. I think you're going to love it. And you know that we want to get at least 3 layers out of this because we got 3 layers of the cake. Okie doke, last layer. Last layer. Girly girl. I'm going to change this little digger out for my bigger digger. Now, I would let this sit in the refrigerator and let that strawberry glaze, kind of go through. Go through the cake. And just be mindful that you do it as equally as you can with your layers so that you come out just right. And I think we're going to come out like just right. I don't think that we could ask for anything any better than what we have. What y'all think?
Yum.
Yum, yum. I got a little way of these left. Okay. Now for the pretty part. I'm just gonna tuck a few strawberries in the center. Kind of like that. And I'm kind of turning them so you got some cut parts showing and some solid parts showing. Eddie just said this was about the last of our mint, y'all, before winter peeks in and gets us. But you can still get it at your grocery store. What do y'all think? Take a good look at it. Nicole, I hope that this brings back good memories for you of when you had your grandmama. And I had my grandmama. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. So don't mess it up, Paula. Now, Nicole, I told you that I would let this rest in the refrigerator and let all that strawberry glaze seep all in that cake. But I can't leave without tasting it, can I? I can't leave you hanging like that, girl. And thank you for bringing back the memory to me of this strawberry trifle. It's so easy to make and so delicious. So love and best dishes to you, Nicole. Like I said, I thank you for the sweet letter and remembering a wonderful strawberry trifle. You're gonna be a happy girl. Now I've got to try to fix where I dug. And I did it. In the fridge it goes.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.